Big Huff Daddy Taco Too Much Tuesday. We had a Monday night game last night. Really not Steelers, Colts. Two teams really not doing much. 4-win teams after today. Steelers won in Indy. Indy really couldn't get much going in that first quarter. I went to bed in the first half. I went to bed in the second half. It looks like Indy kind of made it a little competitive right here. They got 14 in the third quarter. But Pittsburgh was able to get the win. Like I said, these two teams, they're really not going to be doing much. No playoff appearances. So, there's not much implication to this game, except for my pick. Man. So, that's really all I got to say about that. Going on, though, starting off with these Texans in Miami. Boy, Miami put a hurting on the Texans. The Texans really had no points up until the fourth quarter, where Miami was just like picking people up off the street and putting them on the field to, get their starters out, get everybody off the field. But Texans won 9, a tie. Not the best team in the NFL. Going on to this game, though, this was an interesting game to me. This was probably one of the best games, I would say, of Sunday. Kind of like a playoff kind of game. Bengals in Tennessee, man. That Bengal defense, guys. They put a stop to that run. Derrick Henry, King Henry, man. He's a hard boy to slow down, and they slowed him down. 63 yards rushing. I'm gonna say that again. 63 yards rushing. That's King Henry, Tennessee Titans running over everybody. They only got 63 yards, guys. God. That Bengal defense really showing up. So, the thing about Tennessee, Ryan Tannehill, 22, 34, 291. No touchdowns, though. So, the thing about Tennessee, man, Ryan Tannehill he's their kink in the armor, man. Titans are only going to go as far as he can take them, and that's really, we saw last year they were number 1 seed, and I don't think they won a playoff game. So when you get into these playoffs, man, you need a quarterback that can play on the elite level, make some good throws, and just take you over the top, man. And when you see Tannehill, for the most part, play an elite quarterback, you can see that he's not an elite quarterback. Earlier in this year when they played Green Bay, you saw him outplay Aaron, but man, he's not consistent with this, man. And then you start taking away, if you could take away Derrick Henry, Tannehill's not going to take them to the next level, man. He's not going to take it to the promised land. And we saw that. We see it right here, man. Just a big win for the Bagels, I would say, right here. Going into Tennessee, getting a win, great defense. Joe Burrow playing, I'm not going to say lights out, 271 touchdown. Nothing like super crazy. But man, just taking care of business on the road. Big win, I'm going to say a big win for the Bagels right here. especially when Lamar is struggling right here in Florida. I got a special guest, the Peg Leg, coming out to pee. Yeah, big win for the Bagels. Especially with Lamar struggling right here in Florida. I'm going to check out Lamar's stats real quick. But it wasn't really good for the Ravens and Jacksonville. Jacksonville only had 38 rushing yards. How do you win with 38 rushing yards? That's crazy. 2 lost fumbles by the Ravens. Only 1 punt. Oh my God. It's even crazier. More I look into this. 3 penalties for 20. What? What kind of game was this? God. Oh my God. Jacksonville only could 4 of 13 on third downs. What in the world? I don't even know. All right. That's some crazy stats. If somebody watched this game, give me a comment. What in the world happened in Jacksonville? Whoa. I mean, it looks like we had an interesting fourth quarter. 15 points put up by Baltimore, 18 points put up by Jacksonville. Well, what in the world? Trevor Lawrence, 321 yards, 3 touchdowns. Just, man, weird game. But yeah, I was talking about the Bagels. Really able to step it up on the road versus Tennessee, a playoff caliber team. And then we have Baltimore just stinking it up in Jacksonville. Oh, man. I thought Lamar was going to be able to get this win. I mean, like, it's hard to get a win in the NFL. I don't even know, man. That was crazy. Let's talk about my Broncos real quick. They sucking it up. 10-23. All kinds of problems in Denver. See, Denver offensive lineman yelling at Russell Wilson. Just all bad in Denver. Panthers really not doing anything in the NFC South division. So Panthers 4-8, Broncos 3-8, real disappointing. We had this Jets just really dominate the Bears in the rain. Man, this boy White, oof, 315, looking good. 22 of 28. Man, 3 touchdowns. I had a chance to watch this. This was on the TV, and the Jets were looking really good. See if they can carry it on, man. This AFC beast. Whew, we'll see. We'll see the playoff picture looks like after I get done with walking through these. But man, the Jets, they're looking really good right here. Commanders playing hard. 7-5. Wow. Man, the beasts, the NFC beasts. Commanders, a tough win, man. Tough to get a win. Commanders over here, 7-5. Sheesh. We had Tampa not be able to get a win on the road in overtime. Falcons, they lost also. So we'll see how these playoffs shapes up. But the Bucks in the NFC South, NFC South looking bad, and the AFC South is kind of looking rough too. Talked about this Ravens, Jags. Oh, yo, this overtime just was not good for my picks. We had Oakland on the road in Seattle with the overtime win. Good game. I was not able to watch this one, but really interesting. 4-7 for the Raiders. I picked the Seahawks to come out of this NFC West, but really, man, it's shaping up these 49ers. 49ers actually might get the NFC West crown. With the way the Cardinals are playing, they got beat 1-point win by the Chargers on the road. Chargers, they're looking all right, 6-5. I think there was a little bit higher expectations for the Chargers this year, especially how they played last year. I mean, still Herbert, 35-47, 3 touchdowns, so, decent performance from him. Kyler Murray, 18 of 29, 192, 2 touchdowns, interception. I think he just got off an injury, so close game, good for the Chargers to edge it out right there. Saints scoreless versus the 49ers. 49ers only 13 points. It's kind of how the 49ers like to play. They like to beat you up. The defense will slow you down. And then the offense put up some points, enough to get the win. Chiefs at home versus the Rams. Rams just trash today. Chiefs, I thought the Chiefs would be able to put up a little bit more points, 10-26. See, Patty 1-1 with touchdown, interception, 27-42. Looks like Patty might have had a little rough game right there. Rams got good defense, the offense trash. So Packers, Eagles, close game. Eagles 40 points to Packers 33 points Sunday night. I looked like I got to watch a little bit of it. First half Monday night. It's a good game. It looked like a good game throughout. And Eagles able to hold it down at 10-1. Let's go ahead and see what this playoff picture is looking like. I know this NFC is getting interesting with the West and the South. And this AFC North is what I'm really going to be paying attention to. This AFC North and the NFC South, because they got the beasts in the East, and the West is going to be a little toss-up in the NFC with 49ers, Seahawks. So we got the AFC Chiefs 9-2, Dolphins 8-3, leading the AFC Beasts. Then we got the Bills 8-3. The Bills don't have any divisional wins. Bills got to get some divisional wins versus AFC Beasts. And then on the we got the Jets in the 7th seed, and Pats trying to get in. So just kind of looking right here, we got Pats, Chargers, Colts. Pats, Chargers 6-5, and then we have the Jets 7-4, Bengals 7-4. They got Bengals actually right here. That's a wild card. It's going to be interesting right here. We'll keep an eye on the Chargers, keep an eye on the Patriots. We're keeping an eye on this AFC Beasts. Oof. You got the Pats, the Jets, Bills, and Miami leading the AFC Beasts. So, let's see how this AFC North, man. So, let's kind of see what who the Ravens playing in these next couple weeks, man. Cause, it's going to be a close one right here for the Ravens. See, kind of get the schedule pulled up real quick. They got the Broncos at home. hate to say it, but they should be able to beat the Broncos at home. Then you got the Steelers. Steelers going to be a tough matchup. Browns going to be a tough matchup. Falcons, they're really no pushover, but they might be able to get that win. So I'm looking at like 2 wins. The Browns are going to be tough though. You got the Browns and you got the Steelers. It really might come down to the Ravens in Cincinnati, man, for this. Who can win the North? Let me see what the Bagels schedule is looking like. Who, in my opinion, who has a tougher schedule? But man, they got to play the Chiefs. I think last time when I looked up at the Bagels schedule, it was going to be a tough one. Yeah, look, they got the Bills at home too. Oof. Yeah, you got to play Chiefs next week. Browns, no pushover. Then the Bills, man. And they got the Pats. They got to play the Pats at home, on the road in New England, man. So I'm gonna say the Bagels have a tougher schedule over the Ravens, but man, they got to play the Pats and the Bills. So, man, these right here, 6 spots, 5 spots. The number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's gonna be close these next couple weeks, guys. We'll keep an eye on how the playoff picture is shaping up going on these next couple weeks. But looking interesting right here in this AFC. Go over here, check the NFC. We have the Eagles, number 1, 10-1. Vikings, number 2, 9-2. Then the 49ers leading the NFC West. And then you got the Bucks leading the NFC South. And, man, we've got the NFC Beasts. All 4 NFC Beast teams in the playoff right now. Cowboys, Giants, Washington. Wow. Seattle on the outside looking in. Right here, I think Seattle's going to be the only ones that are really going to be able to make kind of a push right here to try to get into one of these wild card positions. But man, the NFC Beasts. Wow. All 4 teams right here in the NFC. Looking. This is interesting, man. Nice. We'll see how this stacks up, man. Until next week. Let me see what Seattle plays. I think Seattle kind of had a tough schedule too. Seahawks. Let's kind of see what they're looking at. Oh man. See, they got playing the Rams on the road, then they're hosting Panthers, hosting 49ers. You got to play the Chiefs and the Jets. Those 2 are going to be tough. You got 3 tough games right here in a row. Oh man, Seahawks, you might be looking on the outside in. And let me see what the Commanders are looking like. Man, the Commanders really my shocker right here for this season. I didn't think they would be really doing much. But man, playing tough. See what this schedule looks like. It looks like they're going to be in New York. Man, tough game. Oh, they got New York back to back. They're going to be in New York and then they host New York. That's funny. Then they got they're going to be versus the 49ers, versus the Browns, or hosting the Browns. Then they're hosting the Cowboys. Wow. Oh yeah. Interesting schedules, man. Got some good games coming up. Let's go ahead and take a couple questions from the Twitter right here. We got a few more minutes before I wrap this thing up. See what Taco Too Much Tuesday Twitter questions to wrap us up real quick. Who's the MVP? Real quick off the top of my head, Patty. Half of Bill Mahomes. And That wasn't even a question from the Twitter. So, kickoff. No, I'm not talking about 13 yet. Yeah, they don't really have any of my questions that I was looking at. Come on, guys. Maybe they have all these highlights right here. Man, I can't get got no questions from the Twitter. Yeah, they got all these highlights. But I have to. Yeah, I don't got no. Now they're over here talking about a Pro Bowl, guys. What do we got? Injure ankle for Mooney. Oh, that's rough. Vote for the Air Player of the Week. My vote was Mike White. Whew. They got White, Trevor Lawrence for the Jags, or Mac Jones. Man, White was killing him, man, tearing up. He was really took command of that offense, and I got White. Then we have Ground Player of the Week. Let me see. I'm gonna go with the Jalen Hurts. Ooh, they got Josh Jacobs. He had that run right there to end the game. But Josh Jacobs for the Raiders, they're not going nowhere. Browns probably not going anywhere either. So let me see if we have any more cool questions on this here tweeter. You can check me out, Big HDENT, on the tweeter. Yeah, I don't got no more. They're really just doing all these. Are you on 10 yet? No. They got a lot of highlights up on here. I'm gonna have to take like some screenshots or something of these questions for next time. Be a little bit better prepared if you made it all the way through these 20 minutes of me just talking some mess about the football. So I don't really have any more cool Twitter questions. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up right here. Week 12 recap on the Sunday games. We had the Monday night game. I talked about football on Thanksgiving already. We broke that down. Some good games on Thanksgiving, good games Sunday, and about this Monday night game. Really no implications. So comment what you think about these football games. What game are you looking forward to next week? Get my quick picks in tomorrow for the week 13. Let's go, Big HDENT. Like, subscribe, comment.